Hey guys, welcome back to Hate Addicts with Crafts. I'm Isabel, and I think it's been a couple weeks. So I have, welcome back if you're new, or welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new, hopefully you stick around and it's something you like. I do mainly cross stitch, but I do other crafts as well. I have a couple finishes, some haul. I might put some vacation photos at the end and talk about the vacation. And then I have my whips I've been working on. So, should we start with finishes? Because that's fun. It's always fun to see what you finish, right? So I finally finished this one I didn't really want to work on, but I started it last year for Magical Stitches. Imagine that. And and it's a freebie off of Cyber Stitches, I believe. And it is Easter sayings. Says, at Easter, let us be grateful to those who make our souls happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. So I finished that. So that was fun. I think the wheel had picked it. And then I'm just like, you know what, let's finish it. So I ended up working on it that day, like that Monday, and then that Tuesday I ended up working on it, but my brain couldn't handle full coverage, so I literally just worked on it till I had it finished. And so I spun again, and it spun for my Hate badge 2020, and that one was close to finishing, so I'm like, why don't I just finish that one too? So when I got home on Thursday, because it was 4th of July weekend, I was like, let's just finish it. And it was a little tedious and whatnot, but I finished it. The fabric I used for this was 28 count Sandcastle Jobelin. I don't know if I used any of the called for, but I just used kind of what I had and changed up those flowers. They were supposed to be like orange. I changed them to purple, the heart, and yeah. And so that was my little mini finish. And then I used that on half of this, so I could probably do another small on the other half. I just don't know what yet. So those were my 2 finishes since last time I saw you in like 2 days. Let's go with what I worked on on my vacation. So I worked on 3 because I worked on Lyra a little bit, but I didn't get a whole lot done on vacation. But since then, I've put a lot on her. I worked on Mini Flame Blade, which is one of the pieces I'm doing for my brother. And I just put like 1 strand in when we were back in our room one night. So maybe I got like 50 stitches done. That's what Mini Flame Blade will look like. I literally just put like this here in since the last time you saw it. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do extreme cross country and do all the black first, since there's a lot of black. But we'll see if I get bored and start doing another color. We'll see. And then the other one, this is the one I mainly worked on because it was easy to just pull out a length of thread and work on it while we were sitting and chatting and whatnot. My kitty, Mystery. But this is the one that I pulled out and worked on. And it was easy because I worked I worked on this up here and then I worked on the words. So I actually got 2 page finishes, like kind of outside of like the French knots I have to do and the words and then the beads and some of the back stitch. But for the most part, those 2 pages are done. Now, if I can show you this without it being all wonky. Because it's going to be massive. So yeah, so that is roughly where I'm at. And I've done the 3, I've backstitched these 3 ones. The only one I haven't backstitched is this one because it goes into the next page down here and I still need to do some stitching, but those are looking gorgeous. And then I also did the words. I didn't want to save all the word back stitching till last. So I figured I started with the one that had the words and then I shuffled over to the flowers and then kind of go back and forth. So this is like the main page that has a lot of words. The other pages have like a little bit of these back stitch words, which won't be too hard to do. Be right back. I'm gonna turn on this main light to see if that helps. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? It was like 2 seconds for you. Okay. It's a little better. But yeah, that's what I worked on vacation. Because it was easier than like having my Lyra, which is like on my 11 by 17, and having my tablet and everything out. It just, I could have my hoop and then just like one floss or some and be able to work on it, versus trying to like have my pattern, have my flosses, like it. Yeah, I just figured like a smaller project would work better. And I have it in my whale bag I got from Stitch and Button. Cute little whales. I showed you the front, but the front has the pattern on it, so I can't exactly show you that. My projects. So the project that spun for this last week for my travel project was Chip. And for those of you who don't know, I actually restarted Chip. And before, this is where I'd gotten to on Chip. That's what I had gotten done. And I wasn't feeling how big he was gonna be, because this is like one page, and then he'd still have like, I wasn't feeling how big, and I didn't use any of the called for. I changed them to what I had, and I was nervous that it was gonna turn out. So I restarted it on a different fabric with all the called fors, and it's gonna be like half the size of this. And so that's spun, but I'm also in semi-seine Uno stitches, and so that's a vent in semi-seine. I believe they have it as a closed group. I don't know if you can still join, but there's an event in semi-seine where it's like Uno, so you choose your 4 projects. If it picks, you have like the 4 colors or whatever. So with 4 projects, and the whip, if it chooses whip 1, whip 2, whip 3, 4, you only do 100. But if it's like draw 2, you pick 2 of your projects to do 100 each. If it's skip, you skip. Like if we were on 1 and we skipped 2, then we'd have to do 200 on like project 3. Or reverse, we would do 200. So the specialty, like the wild, we get to choose what project, that kind of thing, is 200. But if it just chooses whip 1, it's 100 stitches. And so the 4 projects I have slotted for that. My whip number 1 is Miss Christmas Eve. Whip number 2 is White Dragon, because I figured I need to get progress on that, and it's hard to find. It's hard to fit prompts into that one. Whip number 3 is Lyra. I've used a lot of prompts for her because she's come up a lot. That, and I wanted to work on her. And then whip number 4 I have slotted for Chip. And so here is where he's at. And so I think when I don't know if I showed you, but if I did, it was like this little thing here and then that. So all of like this here is new. And I'm doing this on 28 count, Picture This Plus in Bramble. And that's pretty true to color. So yeah, I just gotten like this little bit here, and so I just have this spot here to put in a little more of the stitches, and then I can just fill in. So it would be easy to put like 100 stitches in, or 200 for Uno stitches, and I can just fill in. And then I can go up here, and then there's a bunch of like the actual teapot fill in I can do. Because I did do some of the pink, or some of the very light pink. So that is where that one is at. This is what Miss Christmas Eve looks like, for those of you who don't know when she'll be done. I'm doing this one on Falling Snow fabric from Fabric Flare, but I got it from somewhere. I'm not gonna take it out of the hoop, I'm sorry, but I gotta do stitches for Uno stitches, and she got slotted, and so I gotta do 100 more stitches. But this is where she's at currently. I have, since the last time you saw, I put in like all of like this here is new. So all of this. So I've put in like I put 200 to 300-ish stitches into her skirt. And yet it's like nowhere. Like I feel like I'm getting progress, but I'm not getting progress because her skirt is just that massive. but I felt like I wanted to work on this since I had originally planned this for my so I originally planned this for my birthday start, and so I figured why not work on it in July. But I think I figured out what I want to start for my birthday this year. I wasn't going to have a new birthday start, but I'm thinking I'd changed my mind. I think I've figured it out. Thank you, vacation. I will explain that when we get to haul. So I don't know if this will continue to be my travel, because it's kind of nice when I have like 100 stitches here and 100 stitches there for Uno stitches, because that's about how many I can get done in my half an hour to 45 minutes after I've eaten lunch. So we'll see. I don't know if we'll see. Another project that I literally just put 100 stitches in this morning. The other project that's in Uno stitches is this one, project number 2. And this one hasn't came up a whole lot in Uno stitches because we keep skipping number 2. And like, we get to choose projects, and so that I haven't been choosing this one. I haven't been choosing it because it's like Lyra. I have to have that mental focus, and I haven't been having mental focus. But this one was called for whip 2, and then we had a draw 2, and so I figured since I'm already doing 100 stitches on it, why not put another 200, so that way I can just get a good amount of progress on it. So I've already put 100 stitches in it. I still need 100 for the draw 2, but it seems like it's stitching up pretty fast because it's not a lot of color changes. So that's one of the projects I'm working on for Glenna, trying to get it finished. So I literally was working on it before I filmed and before my husband left for the mall. And so I have it on my Lyra. And so I had done a weird thing where I had done this one, but this middle one was missing. And I hadn't realized I was stitching the wrong square until I had this one almost completed. So I finally stitched the 100 stitches in this one to make it not so weird looking. And then the next block I will do is this one, and then this one, and then maybe this one if it calls for another 100, and then I'll come up here and do this one, and then since this is one, and so I'll just kind of keep my diagonal going. And since I got the 100 stitches in, I got another park. I got another park done on this one. And so I took another picture for my ending point, and then my starting point for another park for full coverage fanatics. And that's usually full coverage fanatics. The parks they're doing this year are the national parks, and it's 4,000 stitches. There was one time I thought it was 5,000 stitches, so I stitched an extra 1,000 stitches on Lyra. I went to post it and realized it was only 4,000 stitches, and I stitched an extra 1,000 stitches. I was so mad. I was so mad. But I got an extra 1,000 stitches in, so that is where it's actually kind of looking cool. And so I'm gonna try and stitch this 100 today. We'll see. I still have to stitch on Lyra and get homework done, but that is where I'm at. Since it's on my Lyra, I might just go ahead and hammer out the 100, and then Miss Christmas Eve I will work on Monday. Take that for travel, And that way I can, after the 100 stitches, I can just focus on Lyra for the rest of the day. Or if I feel like switching, then I can work on Miss Christmas Eve. But that one, and then I did have a new start. I forgot about this. I thought I just had Lyra left, but nope, I lied. Not to you, but to myself. So I'm still doing the 12 new hay starts this year. Well, technically 13 because I started one on the 1st. But on the 29th of June, I had decided what I was going to work on. Like, I had decided it was going to be a bright, colorful mermaid. But then I got to the day and I'm just like, maybe I don't want to start that. I don't know. And so I put a poll up in Virtual Stitchers, and the most popular vote was, I put up all the ones I hadn't started or hadn't had a planned start of the month. So like there's like 2 or 3 that I have planned to start in that month. So they chose Mini Cliffhanger, and I like this one because I like the old-fashioned books, like the old-timey worn down books, and there's a girl reading, and it's Mini Cliffhanger because the books are supposed to be the cliff, and then like down here's the water, so you know you have that feel to it. And I figured once I get this done, it could go up on like above my bookshelf in our house eventually or something. But yeah, I just thought it was really cool. So I've started that one. It wasn't like, I didn't get a y'all don't jump out of your pants when I show you my start, because I literally just got the first 100 stitches in, and the first 100 stitches is one color. So I just got my 100 stitches in with the Tweety Bird, just the basic 100 stitches so far. And usually I grid out the page. I just gridded out a little bit because I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time to focus on this. But I had my start, my little itty bitty Tweety start. So I started that. Yeah, it was fun. And then I saved my most progress for last. I have worked on Lyra. For those of you who are new, I am focusing on Lyra and trying to get her done this year. And I was kind of insane because I wanted to get her done before September. If I did that, then I'd have to do 260 stitches each day. But recently I have been struggling to get 100 stitches in. So we'll see. I'm just gonna try and stitch on her every day in July since this is my birthday month, and see how far I can get. But this is where I'm at. I have completed the first 2 rows. I'm working on this 3rd row, which I'm like in this area here. And then I finished, I still have this, I have like this bottom row here to do. Like so I just have this bottom row and then these 2 full pages here, which lots of tail. But I've gotten 2,000 or close to 2,000 since the last time you saw her. I don't know if I even have a before picture, but I've gotten quite a bit of progress done since the last time. Oh, here she is at. So I've finished a couple diagonals. I just have this here and then 2 more full diagonals, and then after that I will slowly get less and less in the diagonal. But I got to some of the orange coral. I got this bottle, and this bottle completed. I completed her second hand, so her arms, her hands are completely done, I think. Yeah, because I finished her other hand there. And so that's exciting. And so I kind of like doing the 2 full pages like this, because if I just stuck to this page, I would get burnt out on her tail, because it's a lot of the same greens and whatnot. And so I'll do some of the other pages that have other colors, and then I'll hit the greens and it'll be tail. But I'm almost done. I've gotten majority of her tail done. Like, it's massive. It's just as massive as the fin. But that is where I'm at. I'm hoping if I hold this up long enough, it'll grab it as a green share. But yeah, it's looking awesome. I want to try and get the 2 pages done this month, but I don't know if that'll happen. If I can get quite a bit stitching done, then it might, on my weekends that I are able to stitch. But we'll see. I'm excited. So yeah, it's looking gorgeous. So I have that, and then we have haul, and then we'll talk life real quick, because life, I like life. Okay, so I did get some like fabric at the Hobby Lobby, because I was debating on whether or not doing this one in black or white. So I have black even weave coming from 123 Stitch, and I got white. So I'm gonna pull the colors and we'll see which one I like, because I'm still debating on which ones to do. I'm leaning more toward black just because I'm insane like that. But one of the things I got from I know it's called something. I don't remember. Cecilia's Samplers. Yes. We went to Branson, Missouri, and I didn't even realize where we were going till we got there. Sorry, Vicky. I'm reading in stitches because that's her LNS. It's about 2 hours away, I want to say, but I didn't really have a plan going to it. But like the day we were coming home, I went there that morning. I went some shopping, and so I got some stuff, and then later on I figured out that this is gonna be my birthday start. So it's The Curious Mermaid by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And to me, she reminds me of Ariel and all of her treasures. And so I have Petite Treasure Braid 01 that it calls for, coming in on my 123 Stitch order as well. And I did go to Michael's and I got the floss I need. The only one they didn't have was 501, so I got 502. It was one shade off, and I figured you're not gonna really be able to tell. But I got most of the called for except for the one. And then I got Under the Sea fabric from Cecilia Samplers to start this. I got it because I liked the colors. I didn't know what I was going to start on it until I was sitting here debating. It's a linen from Under the Sea fabric, so it'll be my first linen. Little nervous, but I think it'll be fine. So this is how I'm gonna have it, like the top and then like the bottom where it gets kind of darker and greeny, is I think that's how I'm gonna have it. But it's stunning, it's gorgeous, and I think the bright colors will look good with the dark colors. It'll make the dark colors pop. And it won't be hard to like see what I'm stitching, or the dark colors will pop because it's bright, and it won't be hard because the colors don't like really blend in to them. And that's Under this, it's a 32 count linen, Under the Sea fabrics called Chloris or CHLORS, Chloris or something. And I just got a fat quarter, and I've done the math and it should fit. Maybe I've done the math. Maybe I should make sure I've done the math before I started and it doesn't fit. But I'm pretty sure it's going to fit. So I'll probably start that Monday. That's my birthday. Yay. Part of me just doesn't want to do anything for my birthday. But we'll talk about that later. Okay. I've got some other stuff. Okay, that's my cat running around knocking shit over. I'm trying to find my other piece of fabric I got from her. Because I got 2 pieces of fabric. I know I did. I got 40 count. But I can't find it. And I'm pretty sure I didn't move it. I'm wondering what she knocked down. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Oh, it's in here. Duh. It's 40 count from Picture This Plus. It's a linen. Anything above like 36 is a linen, I think. It's dwarf. So it's this really, and I got a fat 8th. So I got some blue because I like blue, and I'll find something if I like the color. If it was a neutral, I may not use it. You know. Maybe I'll put Flounder on here. I don't know. But yeah, it's showing pretty true. Pretty true. And so I got that because I wanted to try linen and, you know, go big or go home. So I got that. Oh, that's where this was. I also got a corner gauge thing where it has where you start 1, 2, and then 3. And since I'm starting all the heights, and I always wanted to get one, but they always had like coffee or something like that. And so I saw this kitten, and it says happiness is a warm kitty, and I'm like, I had to get it. I had to get that. So I got that. I got some needles because you can never have too many needles. I got John James because I don't think I've tried those. I got 26 regular and then 26 petite because I never tried petite needles. So I figured I'd get a couple of those and the regular and then petite and try and see what I like. I also got another pattern because I saw it and I thought it was super cute. It's by Ursula Michaels. Imaginating. I've done a fall one, and this is Halloween Hocus Pocus, and I got it because I love those hats. Those witches hats are so cute. And I'm sure if you wanted, you could always do like the hats individually as like a small. But yeah, I just love those hats. And like they have different like words and whatnot, and that's super cute. And I've done her pattern before, and I really liked it. So the one I did before had a lot of back stitching, and this has back stitching, but not as much as the other pattern I did. And then I got some scissors because my birthday was coming up, and so it was July, or soon to be July, so I got some 4th of July butterfly holiday scissors. So I got those, and then she put in a couple freebies. She put in some free stuff. She put in this pattern that is Love is Kind, that cute thing right there. So she threw that in for free. I also got this thread keep for free. Just the thread keep, which is awesome because I've been using this for my smaller projects. And then I thought this was really cool. She threw in this, which is like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like you open it up and like, I guess it could be like a Notions tote because it's got like a couple pockets in here, a sleeve, a zipper. So if you needed to like throw your floss in there, like stick your scissors in here, I thought that was really cute. And then there's a zipper for the front, so you can put like stuff in the front here. So if you needed, it's like, it doesn't zip up, it just snaps because it's metal, and that would be easily to fit in like a project. It's like a little Notions tote. So I thought that was cute. And so that is what I've got mainly from Cecilia's Samplers in Branson, Missouri. And then I got home and I literally checked the mail yesterday and I got my Fabric of the Month. It's Nocturne this month. And so I get the 28 count Lugana. And that is showing pretty true. It's pretty dark. It's like a, it's like a grayish blue. So I'm thinking like a Halloween piece maybe would look good, or I don't know. I'm thinking Halloween or something monochromatic, maybe, with a bright color. I just thought of something. Maybe this Halloween piece with that dark, spooky gray blue. That could look cute. That could totally look cute. So, I really love this month. Is it this month? No, I don't know if this is June or July. This must have been June because I've yet to get July, and this came like, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this fabric. It's like more of a gray than blue. It's showing up true. So it's like a gray with a hint of blue, I think. And so that's really cool. I'm slowly building my fabric neutral stash. Because I have all of the fabrics that I got. Not all of them, because I have some slotted in projects already. One I'm working on with Chip, and then a possible start with that one. So yep, I'm slowly building a fabric stash of just like plain neutrals, that if I need to start something but don't want to go out and buy something, then I have it. And then I have a couple other like Buganas I've gotten, like extra fabrics I've cut off from projects, or fabrics I found at like Goodwill and stuff like that. And so vacation was a blast. We actually went to Wonderworks, which is this building right here. And if you're thinking that it's upside down, yeah, it's supposed to be upside down. There's a reason behind it, and there was like a bunch of different stuff you can do inside. There was like games, like they had like rides and stuff, and like 100-mile-an-hour winds and different fun activities, and they had paintings, and it was really fun. And then we also went to this like 80s store, which was really cool. It had a bunch of different like 80s music and 80s toys and stuff like that. And then one day we went on a train ride, and so we actually got to ride on a train, and it was really cool. And like we went through a couple tunnels, and like to go get the snacks we had to go walk, and it was really cool, like walking on the train. It kind of felt, it was an experience that like it was a cool experience. And then we also went and saw a magic show. I have the picture over here. I don't remember what the name of it was, but we saw a magic show that was really cool. And then we went and saw an acrobatic type, samurai type of the thing, and so that was really cool. But for the most part, we hung out at the resort or whatnot, and chatted and watched TV and whatnot. But yeah, my husband's aunt, she made French toast one morning. She also made shepherd's pie, and then I had made a couple of things. I had made, what did I make? For lunch we made meatball subs, and then I made homemade lasagna, and nose itches. And then I also made stuffed chicken. It was the best stuffed chicken I've made. And so I made stuffed chicken. I baked a birthday cake for my husband's sister, because it was her birthday, and I didn't realize it was her birthday, because then I realized she has the same birthday as my brother and my nephew. So there's no way I'll be forgetting her birthday, because our family just likes to share birthdays with everyone. Kind of makes it easy. Well, it doesn't make it easy. It happens that we have a big family, and it just happens that way. And so I just got a kick out of it, because I didn't realize she shares birthday. Ironic, really. And so I made a cake, and literally it was the best cake I made. Like, it was really good cake. And I don't know, like, I made it normally, like I normally would. I'm just wondering if I had brought farm fresh eggs, and I'm wondering if that makes a difference. And I have chocolate cake here that I could make a cake. And cake sounds so good. And my birthday's coming up. But if I make a cake, I don't think it'll make it till Monday. But I also don't want to make it on Monday. So maybe I'll make it today or tomorrow, I don't know. And just not fresh. But I really want to eat it. I don't know. We'll see. And then we also, his aunt brought, she had like fresh peaches she brought. So there was one day I had made peach cobbler with fresh peaches, and that was like the best. It was really good peach cobbler. Really good. And so we did that. That's mainly it. Oh, and they had this tub in like the bigger master suites or whatever. And so it was like a jacuzzi hub. And so like it was basically a hot tub in the bathroom, because you push a button and like jets went off, and it was like the best thing in the world. And it was so good. It was relaxing, and it's what I needed. And so yeah. Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna say bye. I don't even remember my outro. But until next time, stay happy. Happy crafting. Bye.